Yeah. Oh, shoot. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. My name is Nicole. I'm a person in recovery. My sobriety date is July 13th of 2015, and Tracy is going to come and do a live stream with us, you guys. So I'm going to wait for her. She's finishing up her good soup and then she'll be on with me, okay? So, yay! It'll be fun. Tracy is the shit, you guys. So, if y'all don't know who Tracy is, she's famous, basically. She's got 23 years sober. She was a bottom of the barrel junkie, just like me. She was addicted to heroin. She smoked crack. But I'm pretty sure her main drug of choice was heroin. She was on a documentary called Black Tar Heroin, which is on YouTube. I think you can find it other places, but it's really, really good. It's a really good documentary. It shows just the struggles, you know, of addiction. So she's amazing. Let me share this video. Okay, there we go. So she's got some mad years sober though. 23 years sober. That's like freaking forever, dude. Can y'all imagine? So why don't you guys do me a solid? Drop your sobriety dates in the comment section. Let me know something that you're grateful for. And we'll wait for Miss Tracy to get here. I'm grateful. So I'm going to, and also give the video a like. Share the video. Invite your friends. You guys, I uploaded like 10 videos today here on TikTok, and I'm going to need y'all to go watch them because nobody's watching my videos over here on this damn backup account. So I need to get some feedback. I need you guys to go watch them. Hey, Cece, what's up, girl? Hey, Blunts, I'm so glad you're here. Just so you guys know, all my moderators, heads up. Be ready. Anyone who comes in and tries to talk about any negativity or drama, just block them. If you guys don't have the ability to block, just mute them and I'll block them. Okay? Hey, Loey Lo, what's up, girl? How are you doing? Hey, Virginia, what's up, honey? Welcome to Real Talk Recovery. Come on in, y'all. Tracy's joining us tonight. Yay, I'm so glad you're here, Blunts. I have missed you so freaking much. Hey, Alicia, glad to see you here too, girl. Alicia, I made you a moderator, okay? Because you're just always so supportful of me. Oh, so what you been slipping on, Loey? Let's talk about it. That's good, Cece. You're making that good money, huh? That's good. I know that a lot of people who are on Suboxone, they struggle with slipping on other drugs like Xanax or methamphetamine. But you know what? Here's the thing, okay? Try to start making a conscious effort to get away from slipping, right? And like try to look at the reason why you're doing it. Like, are you stressed out? Have you been fighting with your family? Do you still want to get high? Are you just not tired of that life anymore? You know, what's going on in your life that is contributing to that, you know? My cravings have never gone away. So do you think it's because are you not on a stable dose of Suboxone? So here's the thing. Some people Suboxone doesn't work for, okay? We have a guy that we've been seeing, and he has been on Suboxone for about 2 months or 3 months now, and he does not like it at all. And he straight up said, I don't like it because I can't feel it. It's not giving me the energy. I can't feel anything, right? And that's exactly what you're supposed to, not be able to feel anything. So if that's the way you feel, then methadone would be a better option for you. Because once you get to a certain point on the Suboxone, it reaches a ceiling effect, and you don't get a feeling from it at all. Even when you first do it in the morning, because of that 37-hour half-life, it's still in your system. So when you wake up in the morning, you still have sub in your system. With methadone, it leaves your system, I feel like, a lot faster, and most people, by the morning time, they're not in withdrawal, but they're like ready to get their medication. Some people do experience withdrawal symptoms, and when they do, they have to go up on their dose of methadone. I get out of breath going up and down the stairs from the porch to the bed. Oh, I can relate. So do I. What's new? You know, that's life. Are you working? Hey, Diana. What's up, girl? Y'all know I'm obsessed with this now. Hey, Ariel. What's up, girl? I love to feel my lips like being slippery like that. I have zero energy. I had a vacation with my family at the beginning of the month. And I had to function. I don't feel anything other than it just helps me with cravings. Yes. Hey, Roxanne. That's what Suboxone is supposed to do. It's supposed to just help you with those cravings. And I can totally relate to the energy thing too. So I struggle with lethargy too, really, really badly, to the point where, like today, you guys, it was so hard for me to get up. Like I had to push myself to get up and get out of the bed. I am so ready to get on my my Hep C medication, because I'm thinking once I get my Hep C taken care of. Hey, Negro, what's up, girl? After I get my Hep C medication taken care of, then I hope that I'll have more energy. But if that's something you're struggling with, you know, you could do some things like, here's the thing. I hate when people say this to me, but they say, you know, get out, take a walk, move around, it'll make you feel better. For me, when I do that and I get up and I get outside and I go in the fresh air and I take a walk, it really does make me feel better. You know what I mean? If that's something you can do, then get out and do it. You know what I mean? That will help you to get past that. But the whole lack of energy thing, especially on subs, it's totally, I've experienced the same thing. I've been through it. And I think a lot of people go through it. Also, I think it's the transition from us being high on drugs all the time, you know what I mean, to now we're not high on drugs, right? So we took our drug of choice because we liked the way it made us feel. It made us feel good. We had energy. We could get up and do stuff. And now we're like on dead E. Let me see. I'm walking 30 minutes a day. Oh, that's good, girl. Congratulations. It helps me so much, but it's hard to even get out and do it. So that's what it is, you guys. It's a lack of motivation. All right. I have the same thing. So what I have to do is I have to start getting myself motivated. All right. Getting myself motivated. Here's some ways that I do it. Okay. I have my live stream that I have to do with you guys this evening. I was like, I can lay in bed. I can relax. I don't have to do anything. But I get myself up. I'm like, I got to go. I got to go pump my people up. I got to get them excited about recovery. I got to get them on point, right? And so I got to help them get excited about their recovery. And in turn, it helps me get excited about mine. I got hooked on coffee for a while and finally had to quit that because I started getting bad anxiety. Hey, Nash, what's up, girl? I hate even complaining about it because it's the consequences from me using. I was hooked on bangs and stopped. My heart had a weird reaction. Diana, you're going to pop it. Absolutely having problems with motivation. Yes. Same, you guys. So when I first got sober, because of my lack of motivation was so bad, I started taking caffeine pills, 200 milligram caffeine pills. You can get them from Walmart. They're just over the counter. They're just straight caffeine. And I would take like 2 or 3 of those, but they would make me nauseous to where I would vomit. You know what I mean? Because I was taking so much caffeine. So it just, I don't know what it is. I want to ask, I talked to Dr. B about it. You guys know that word? It's called, not aphasia. it's a word that starts with an A, and it's talking about not being able to feel pleasure, and that's what I feel like we're all going through. You know what I mean? So many of us are saying the same thing. I don't have any energy. I don't have any motivation. Like, how can we fix that? Like, there's got to be some way that we can fix it and get better. Apathy, no. My husband hooked and he can't stop now. They helped me during my early recovery. Those bangs scare me, you guys. I always get worried that it's like going to give my husband a heart attack or something. When he used to buy them, I would get so angry with him. That's crazy, huh? But the best way I know how to help with lack of motivation, you guys, like I said, is to push through it. Like, pick one foot up, put it in front of the other, and keep going. Don't give up. And then, you know what else? Anhedonia. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. Then, you know, it's just hard, man. Let's see if we got a meditation to talk about. Let's see if we can find a meditation that will help us with this situation. Let me see what I can find. Motives. We'll do that one. 61. Okay. Okay, here we go. Sometimes knowledge isn't all it's cracked up to be. Naturally, it can be helpful to look at past experiences for information about ourselves and our relationships. There is much to be learned from inventories, memories, and reasoning things out with others. But waiting for insight can become an excuse to avoid action. For example, some of us fall into the trap of trying to analyze alcoholism. We don't want to accept the reality of our circumstances because we haven't yet figured out the rhyme and reason of it. The fact is that alcoholism is an illogical disease we may never fully comprehend. Nevertheless, we have an obligation to ourselves to accept the reality in which we live and to act accordingly. Others want to ignore the spiritual nature of the program, waiting for a clear and comfortable understanding of a higher power. Many of us never attain the clarity, yet we manage to develop rewarding relationships with a power greater than ourselves by taking the action and praying anyway. If you understand, things are just as they are. If you do not understand, things are just as they are. What? I'm a nurse, so I can't go back to work yet. Just doing a private duty to pay the bills. Gotcha. Heart palpitations. Damn. Hey, Tiffany, I see you, girl. So, obviously, a lot of us are struggling with that lack of motivation. That lack of motivation, you guys, is what got me to where I'm at with my weight. When I first got sober, I was totally unmotivated. I still had a job where I was leaving my house, and so I was getting out and working and stuff, but still, it just started piling up and piling up and piling up. And that lack of motivation is what holds me back from doing a lot of things, you know, and getting myself in shape. So I totally understand. A lot of people would say, well, that's just laziness. You know what I mean? No, it's not about being lazy, you guys. It's about feeling like shit. You know what I mean? It's about not having any energy at all. It's like being on dead E at all times. I try to explain it to other people who have never struggled with addiction, and then I start telling myself, well, you know what it probably is? It's because all those years that I did meth, I had all that energy, right? And now that I'm sober, I have a skewed idea of what energy is. In my mind, energy is meth energy, when maybe this is how I'm supposed to feel. You know what I mean? Maybe this is what a regular person feels like. Maybe regular people just feel like normal. You know what I'm saying? So it's so hard, you guys. But we got to stay, I have 2 drinks here. Stay focused, stay positive, don't beat ourselves up. Let's try to make small little changes, okay? Small little changes every single day. That's what I'm doing. I'm making small, healthy changes in my diet, trying to eat healthier, trying to eat less, okay? My husband has been taking me walking every evening, except for tonight. I didn't go. I'm going to be transparent and honest. I didn't go tonight. But I have been going, but he still tried to get me to go, so he did his part. I just didn't go tonight. But tomorrow night, I'm going to go. Not being able to keep up with my patients had me so scared. Oh, man. And I remember whenever I was working and I was struggling with my addiction, and I would get off, I would get a 30-day leave of absence to go to treatment. And then I would go to treatment for 30 days, and then I would come back like brand new, right? Brand new, wholly new person, not even like, you know, phased. Hey y'all, hey, what's up? I just got out of treatment. You know what I mean? That's what I would do. I would just be like, bounced right back. And now everybody would be like, Nicole, where have you been? And I would, of course, tell him, because that's the kind of person I am. I'm like, I was in rehab. You know what I mean? But I don't remember having the low energy like I did back then, you guys. I don't remember it being like it is now. You know, it's really intense now for me. So, yeah. All we can do is take it one day at a time. I'll tell you this, over on Dr. B's channel, we had a whole live stream where Dr. B had this personal trainer on that he's working with. And when they were talking about diet and exercise, and just recently, Dr. B has stopped eating meat. He is a vegetarian, I guess, or vegan or something like that. He stopped eating meat, and that's helping him. He said he feels like so much better. So if you want to stop eating meat, I'm not willing to stop eating meat. Maybe I could do just chicken and fish, and that would help. But I need to do like a whole overhaul on my diet. Like, my diet is fucking shit. It's super duper unhealthy, and I have a lot of carbs in my diet, and it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So that's what I need to do. And I think that will help me have a lot more energy. Hey, Mama Shark, what's up, girl? Did I get what? You have zero appetite. I wish I felt like that. I'm about to eat chicken wings. I love meat. Same, pepperoni. What did I get? I got a text message from you the other day. Oh, did you text me just now? I'll call her as soon as I get off this live. Will you let her know? I get stomach pains because I'm not eating, but feel sick to my stomach. Loey, listen to me, okay? You got to eat something, even if it's just like little pieces. Yeah, I got you. Anytime you have anybody that reaches out, if you want me to, I have no problem reaching out to them and calling them at all. I try to check every single message I have here on TikTok, but since you have my cell phone number, Sarah, just text me, okay? So that way I get it. Bye, Diana. Thank you for being here, girl. And that goes for any of you guys. Like, if any of you guys are struggling and you need support, all you have to do is reach out to me, okay? I want to share this with you. Hey, Missy, come on in. Thank you so much for being here. If you are struggling and you're like, I just need resource, I just need support, I don't have anybody that supports my recovery, listen up, okay? I go live every single night, damn near, at 7:30, okay? So that's, you have this right here. We do lives here, and then we do lives on my other account. When it gets unbanned, we'll be live over there. But I go live, and then we, Missy, okay, I made you a moderator, okay? We go live every single night at 7:30. Any suggestions on food? Nothing is appetizing. I have been doing bananas. Hey, have you ever thought of doing like a bone broth or something? I hear so much good stuff about like the nutrition that comes out of like bone broth. But since you're like just having issues with your stomach, like, you know, take it easy and just try to incorporate little things that will be light, you know? Oh no, dry heaving? When I was on that Saxenda shot, you guys, that made me so nauseous. So I totally understand. Totally. It made me so sick. What was I going to say? I totally forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, yeah. So, what are you guys struggling with? Talk to me. If you're struggling with something, oh yeah, I was telling you about resources. So if you're somebody that's struggling and you are like, I just need support, or I want to be a part of, I want to be included, I want to be a part of something, you know, greater than myself, right? Oh, the Saxenda shot is a shot that helps you lose weight, and it's actually like it's like something like diabetes medicine is what they're using, like that Ozempic, but they give it to you and you give yourself a shot once a day, and it's supposed to help you lose weight, which it did, but I couldn't afford it. It was like $1,200 a month.
Guess what?
Yeah.
The controller works and the light's up.
Heck yeah, man. Don't forget you have to take a shower tonight, okay?
Okay.
All right, give me a hug.
Okay.
I love you.
Guess what?
What?
No, I said the skin, it wasn't giving me it. It gave me it.
See? I love you, baby.
It gave me it after 10 hours.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I wish I didn't have an appetite, y'all. That would be great. Okay, so back to the resources. Hungry for food. If you are just like, I want to be a part of, I don't have anything to be a part of, right? We go live every night at 7:30. Then we have the Real Talk Recovery Facebook group. Then we have the Real Talk Recovery YouTube channel, Instagram, okay? And on Facebook, we have a messenger chat. Okay, we have a messenger chat where you can join in and be a part of the chat group and talk to everybody in there. It's like 30 people or 40 people in there. It's non-drama. We don't talk about drama. We don't talk about anybody bullshit. We just talk about recovery and supporting each other and that kind of good stuff. Sorry, y'all, I have this pimple on my chin is bothering me. Cece's in there. Missy's in there. Everyone, a lot of people are in there. But that's only if you want to do that. That's more like you'll be in there with all of us. You know what I mean? I can't stop picking it. It's like I had to get that little scab off, right? It's going to scar, I think. So, that can, you know, be something that you can like pencil in, and you can know that like every night at 7:30, I'm going to go to the Real Talk Recovery group and hang out and do recovery stuff. You know what I mean? When I first got sober, that's what I did, you guys. I went to all kinds of different like groups. I was in AA, and I would go to meetings like 3 times a week. And then I made a separate women's meditation group.
Can I do pee?
Where we did, yes, Nate. Yes. Where we did meditation. Nate wants to play the piano for y'all real fast. Close your ears if you had headphones on.
Or just take your headphones off.
I did 4 in-person meetings this week. Cece, that's good. I'm proud of you, girl. I think I will visit here again. Pepperoni, you're welcome anytime.
Pepperoni?
Hey, B-Love, what's up, baby? Y'all are welcome to come back anytime. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. You're a wonderful pianist, Nate. Daddy's singing Tutti Frutti. So, okay. So if you guys want to talk about lack of motivation anymore, just, you know, let me know. But I want you to know that I totally understand what you're going through, and I experienced the same thing. Now let's shift gears and let's talk about relapse prevention, okay? When I see your face every day, I know something is still going right. Hey, thank you for that. That's so sweet. That's Not unheard of for me. It's been years, so I'm excited. Cece, that's because you're making change. Hey, Unc, what's up? So let's talk about relapse prevention, okay? So, hey, Gator, what's up, girl? Relapse prevention, you guys. So for the longest time, you guys, I would consider myself a chronic relapser, okay? What? I would consider myself a chronic relapser. From the time I was 17 till the time I was 32, I was in active addiction using drugs. I started trying to get sober around the early 2000s, 2003, 2004, 2005, right? And I would go into treatment, I would do really well, and then I would come out, get a sponsor, go to meetings, do all the things they told me to do, and then guess what would happen? Boop, I would relapse, okay? I would relapse and I would be so ashamed. So that kept on happening. That was like it was like a spinning wheel. It was a repeat. I was like in a washer and dryer, right? Wash, rinse, dry, repeat, over and over and over again. And what it did was I could memorize everything they were going to teach me in the treatment center. Anything they were going to teach me about when I went into the rehab, I already knew what they were going to teach me about, you know? And so it wasn't like I was going into rehab and learning anything new or different. So I had already decided, you know what, I'm a chronic relapser and this is just the way it's going to be. I'm never going to be able to get sober, right? And that's what I truly believed. I didn't think that I was ever going to be able to change my life and get sober. I met my husband. We were both in active addiction and we fell in love. And then we started we loved each other. We wanted to be together for the rest of our lives. You know what I'm saying? And when you find somebody that you love, then you start thinking like, maybe I don't want to be in active addiction. Maybe I do want to change. Maybe I can change. You know what I mean? It gave me hope that I was worth it, that I was worthy of recovery because I had love. See, I had been in my active addiction and I was in a relationship when I first started my active addiction. Then I was in a really, really bad abusive relationship with a guy who just beat me all the time, punched me in the face, bounced my head off the cement, spit on me. I mean, just treated me so bad. Took a bean burrito and shoved it in my eyeball, crashed my car into oncoming traffic, and we had a head-on collision. Like, it was horrible. And then I didn't date anybody after that. When I broke up with him, I was single for a long, long time until I met my husband in 2012. And that's when, you know, my life started changing. And I thought, man, I can do better. I can change my life. And that's when I finally did change my life. You know, having my son taken away from me, that really opened my eyes to turn my life around and to get sober because I didn't want to ruin my son's life. I had already, you know, fucked my shit up, but I didn't want to do that to my son, so I got help. Now that I've been in recovery for the last 6 years, there's things that I focus on that help me stay sober, no matter what. So a lot of you guys might notice, like, no matter what, I'm not going back on my recovery. My house could literally be up in flames, burning down behind me, and I'm not falling back in my recovery. Okay? There could be a lady outside beefing with another lady, and I'm not falling back on my recovery. There could be people on the internet making video after video after video about me, and I'm not falling back on my recovery because I've worked too hard to get to where I am today. Okay? I will be damned if I throw it all away for some bullshit. You know what I mean? And so every single morning when I wake up, without fail, no matter what, I always wake up and I thank my higher power for waking me up and helping me stay sober the day before, right? Like, I am genuinely in my heart grateful to my higher power because I know, you guys, I used to be able to not put one day together. I used to be able to struggle so many years. It was so fucking hard, okay? So after I wake up and I thank my higher power. And this is the thing, okay? We're going to make a list. I'm going to help you guys. We're going to make a list of what I do every single day that helps me stay sober. So number one thing is wake up and thank, okay? Wake up and thank him, right? Number two, after we wake up, guess what it is? Gratitude. Gratitude list, okay? I don't write it down anymore, but I used to have a journal that I wrote it down in. So if you're somebody who likes to write like I do and stuff, go get yourself a little journal like this or something like that and start writing stuff down and making your little list. I write down, or I think about things that I'm grateful for. You know why? Because there was a time in my life where I didn't have a home to live in, where I didn't have a bed to sleep in, where I didn't have food to eat. I didn't have choices, right? Okay? I remember a time, you guys, where I had to go to the Salvation Army to eat lunch. I would walk down to the Salvation Army and get lunch from there. Woohoo! You know, because I had nothing. I had nothing. So, I make my gratitude list, okay? All right, number three. Number three is I follow a plan, okay? So, you're probably going, what are you talking about, Nicole, following a plan? Planner. One of the most important things that you can do in your recovery is go get yourself a planner and plan your days. Why, you ask? Because guess what? Idle hands are a relapse's playground, okay? Not having anything to do, being bored, being stagnant, that is what leads us back to going out and getting fucked up because we ain't got shit going on in our lives. We ain't got nothing to do. And that's what you'll see happening a lot here on TikTok is you have people who ain't got shit going on in their life, okay? They got shit going on in their life. They're focused on everybody else but themselves and their own sobriety, okay? And so what they do is they stir up chaos and drama to entertain themselves at the expense of other people. That's what they do. And they get off on it and they enjoy it. But see, the joke's on them. Because in the long run, I be sitting pretty 6 years sober, 12 years sober, 15 years sober, and we'll see where they're at, 5, 10 years down the line. You have to plan, man. You can't just be like blowing in the wind. Okay, that's what I say. You can't just be blowing in the wind. You have to have something to be doing to keep your mind occupied, okay? Because when I first got into recovery, you guys, my mind was always wandering. Also, one of the things that my mind liked to do is it liked to take me back to places that I was doing stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing things in, Also, like, I had so much shame and guilt, and I was so mad at myself for what I had put my son through at such a young age that was also something that just like lived rent-free in my head, right? And I would constantly beat myself up about that. So having a plan and following through with it is so, so important, all right? All right. Phew, excuse me. Now, if you have a plan, then hopefully on your plan, you have some recovery resources. You have some things that you can do to stay sober, right? Nikki, I'll have 4 months sober on Wednesday, and other than when I was pregnant, this is a first. Oh, awesome. No, Andrea, she hasn't came on yet. I don't know if she's going to come on tonight. She was eating soup earlier, but she might have popped up. She's got kids like I do too. So after we plan, I think a good idea is to make sure that you have a network, okay? Make sure you have a network of people that you can connect with, all right? And when you have that network, what I mean by that is, I don't see her for some reason. Hold on. Am I not following her on here? Oh, she'll come in here. Don't worry. She'll come in here if she wants to come on. Find yourself a network of people. Find yourself like I don't want to call it a sponsor, but it is basically a sponsor, right? Like, you don't have to be in the 12-step program, but you can find somebody that will work with you in your recovery to help you stay sober, okay? So a sponsor, a mentor, an accountability partner, a coach, a recovery coach, that kind of thing. So that way, you know, that will help you. So I have somebody that I talk to that's been sober longer than I have that helps me stay on task, okay? Because here's the thing, you guys, I am human, okay? I struggle every single day, okay? Last week, I was really in a bad place. I was very depressed. I was crying every single day. And some of you haven't noticed yet, like I'm a really sensitive person. And so things affect me, you know, and I also I have a lot of empathy. And so I feel other people's problems. Like I feel when I'm working with somebody one-on-one and they're struggling, it hurts me. It really does. So, it makes me, I hurt when my friends hurt. I hurt when you guys are struggling. When I see somebody online, like I see so many young kids here on TikTok who make TikToks about struggling in active addiction, who make TikToks about their parents being in active addiction and how it hurt them and how it affected them in their life. And I see those TikToks and I feel I hurt for them. Like I want to just go pick them up and hold them and help them. You know what I mean? So anyway, make sure that you have a network of people, and especially in early recovery, you know what I would do? Just a skinny girl. That's why I'm here. My mom is in active addiction. I am so glad that you're here. I saw you comment on Ashley's video yesterday, and I really am glad you're here. And I will be here to support you, okay? I don't know what it's like to have a parent in active addiction, but I have friends that do. And like, I want you to know that, you know what? It's not because of you. It's not your fault. It doesn't mean your family or your mom and dad don't love you. It's just that they're sick. You know what I mean? They're sick and they need help. I think that a lot of us don't realize that when our loved one, whether it's our mom or dad or sister or brother, is struggling with a disease of addiction, we take that personally. I know I did. When my husband was struggling, I felt like he didn't love me. I felt like he was doing it because he didn't care about me and our son. And I had to stop taking his addiction personally, because that's what was happening. I was thinking, oh, it's because of me that you're using, right? And so I had to learn that no, it's not because of me. It's because they're sick. It's because of the disease of addiction. And that's what the disease of addiction does. So after you make sure that you have a solid support network, then what I would do, you guys, is I would incorporate at least one meeting a day, okay? And at the beginning of your recovery, doing one meeting a day every single day is not, it's necessary, I believe. Not, you don't have to do it every day, but maybe like 2 to 3 times a week. But if you can do it every day, why not? Why not? Especially here on TikTok, you can get on a Zoom call and do a meeting here from the internet. We had a Zoom meeting Monday, and it was off the chain, dude. It was me and 2 other people that spoke, and it was really good. Like, I got a lot out of it. Even though I was a speaker at the end, I got a lot out of the speakers who spoke before me, you know? He was a grocery store manager in the beginning of COVID. That must have been super stressful. Absolutely, Loie. Absolutely. Police get down. 3 weeks. That's awesome. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Very, very good. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Now my husband has 9 months sober. 9 months. He just celebrated 9 months sober on the 21st. And he has a job where he works outside, and he loves it, and he feels good, and he's happy, and it's great. It's great, you guys. So I'm happy. He's happy. Our son is happy. Listen to this. He knows I come on here. I do these lives at night. So him and Nate go upstairs. They take their shower. They get all ready for bed. And then Neil and Nate read a book together. They were reading a book yesterday when I went up there. Like, that is so amazing. I'm so happy because, you know, listen to me. when he was working at that job where he worked late at night, it was me 24/7. Like, I had no help at all with our son. Like, it was me. Neil, and he was working every single day damn near. And then they would call him in, and I would be so excited about him getting one day off, because I would think, oh, one day off, I can like do my own thing, you know, I can relax. And then they would call him in. And so I'm just happy, like, it works out perfectly. Like, Neil takes Nate to school, I go pick him up, and then I switch places with Neil, and he does the bedtime, and then, you know, I do all the weekends and all that. But during the week, we switch back and forth. And of course, we live in the same household, so I'm still here. But do you know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of you guys. Listen to me. Any of you guys that have gotten sober and you want to share your sobriety journey, and you don't mind sharing like before and after pictures of yourself with your name and your sobriety date and drug of choice, if you are interested in being on my TikTok page, please send me your before and after pictures, your name, drug of choice, and sobriety date to my Instagram DMs at Real Talk Recovery, and I will make a video, a sober shout out video for you, and it'll be posted here and on Instagram and on YouTube. And so if you guys want to do that, send me your before and afters, like I said, to my Instagram, Real Talk Recovery. So far for our relapse prevention plan and what we do every single day to stay sober is we have number 1, thank our higher power. Number 2, focus and make a gratitude list. Number 3, plan. So follow a plan for the day. And I would even urge you to plan ahead of time. If you can plan your week out on Monday or Sunday, go ahead and do that. So that way you actually know what you're doing. You're not just like, you ain't got time to just run into the dope man. You know what I mean? So number 4, network with other people that are in sobriety. Make sure you have a good sober support system. And number 5, get to some meetings, whether they're online meetings or out of the house meetings. What if you were prettier before recovery, Nick? I feel like I was fine when I was in my active addiction. I was so skinny. So I totally relate to that. I felt the same way. I still feel like that. I wish I could get this damn sober weight off me. But, you know, it is what it is. So, same. Okay, so we got our meetings written down, okay? Okay, so what else are we going to do to prevent a relapse, all right? Connect with our support network. So that's on here. What else do I do after meetings? Oh, after meetings, I get ready for the end of the day, okay? I take my shower, all that good stuff, and I journal at the end of the day, just writing down how my day was, what I worked on, any goals I have for the next day. So journal a little. And then number 7 would be pray. Pray. Ooh. And then, you know what, before pray, for number 7, we're going to put inventory, okay? Inventory. So you're going to be like, what are you talking about? So before you go to bed at night, before you say your prayers, you need to go through your mind and ask yourself, did I hurt somebody? Let's talk about it. I'm going to read it to you, okay? So I love the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. I don't go to Alcoholics Anonymous meetings anymore. I'm a member of MARA, which is a medication-assisted recovery anonymous program. It's for people that are on MAT or utilizing medical marijuana. It's like a really open-minded form of 12-step recovery. If you guys have never been, click the link in my bio and you can go to the MARA. They have a link in there. I put it in there. So before you go to bed at night, this is what you do. When we retire at night, we constructively review our day. Okay, we're going to constructively review our day. Okay, I'm going to lay down at night, close my eyes, and review in my mind what happened that day, all that good stuff. Then we're going to ask ourselves these questions. Was I resentful, selfish, dishonest, or afraid? Okay, resentful, selfish, dishonest, or afraid. Do I owe someone an apology? Have we kept some things to ourselves which should be discussed with another person at once? Were we kind and loving towards all? What could we have done differently? Were we thinking of ourselves most of the time, or were we thinking of what we could do for others, of what we could pack into the stream of life? But we must not be afraid to drift into worry, remorse, or morbid reflection, for that would diminish our usefulness to others. After making our review, we ask our higher powers forgiveness and inquire what corrective measures should be taken. So basically, you guys, what we're going to do at night is we are going to go through a checklist in our mind and ask ourselves, am I holding a resentment in my heart for anyone? Did I have an argument with the guy at the gas station? He cussed me out and I'm pissed off about it and I'm still holding on to it. Hey, Suzanne, what's up, girl? It's okay. Come on in. Or you and your husband had a fight and you have still not told him you're sorry and he hasn't apologized either, so you're holding that resentment. Or did you get cussed out by somebody on TikTok? They commented on your video and you're like holding that resentment inside, right? Like all of these things. When you go to bed at night, hey Nadine, what's up, girl? Welcome to the channel. When you go to bed at night and you are fixing to lay down and get to sleeping, get all that shit up out of you. Okay, that's what I do. Listen to me, you guys. I get cussed out. I get made fun of. I get videos made about me. I get fucking gossip and bullshit. All kinds of shit done to me during the day out here on TikTok and on social media. And at night, before I go to bed, that's my chance to rid myself of it. To get it out of me. To ask for my higher powers help and guidance and love, and help me to not be angry and show me how to be loving and tolerant and patient towards all. And that's what I do, okay? And that's how I stay level-headed. My nephew OD'd again, girl. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Nadine. Yeah, let it go. Let it go. Let it get out of you. It's not conducive to your sobriety. It's not going to help you. It's not going to keep you going. It's only going to ruin you. It's only going to make your situation worse. Get it out of you. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing. I'm getting it out of me. Every single night I ask God to help me, please, and to take me by the hand and show me how I can show people grace and mercy, how I can walk with my head held high, knowing that I'm making the best decision for me and for my channel, for Real Talk Recovery, for me to walk as an example to show other people how you're supposed to respond and react when something is happening to you. You know what I'm saying? Do you know that it's the hardest thing in the whole wide world for me to change from the way I used to be, which is popping off absolutely out of control, to being like this now? But it's because it's because I work so hard and I talk about how I feel. I call people that love me and that support me and I talk to them. I cry to them. My husband, I have been crying and talking to him all week. He has been my biggest supporter through everything. How do we help him? My sister is losing her mind. Nadine, honestly, like, I don't know what state you're in, but if he's overdosing and he is like struggling like that, like getting him into like some kind of residential treatment, getting him on medication assisted treatment, like that's what you guys need to do. If he's willing to get help, then, you know, get him into treatment, because he's going to die if he doesn't stop overdosing, you know. He might need to do Suboxone or something like that if he doesn't want to go into inpatient. Hospitals, therapy, all that stuff. Absolutely. So that's what you do when you go to bed at night. You do your inventory, okay? And here's the thing, you guys. Like, you might look from the outside looking in and say, oh, Nicole, she's doing that all wrong. She shouldn't do that. That's not the right way. But that's the thing, you guys. You're not the judge of me. You can't tell me what's good for me. Just like I can't tell you what's good for you. Just like I don't pass judgment on you. Okay? What I do for me is what's best for me, you know? And so every night I do those inventories. And you know what that does? It helps me to be able to wake up in the morning and start fresh on the right foot. Okay, And then after I get done making my inventory, I tell God, thank you for helping me stay sober that day, and good night, I'm going to bed. And that's what I do every single day still. I've done this every single day for 6 years, and I still do it to this day. I do it every single day. Thank Him, gratitude, plan my days, network with other people that are in sobriety, got myself a sponsor, got myself some friends to hold me accountable, go to meetings, journal, inventory, pray. Now, some things that I do extra that just help me on the side is I love to learn about the disease of addiction. So I study the disease of addiction. I work with a doctor who also teaches me a lot of stuff about addiction, and I get to learn like that, which is, I love doing that. That I think is my favorite part, is being able to work one-on-one with people and be of service to helping people. So that's another thing. Once you get some time sober, you guys, and you can start helping people, you know. You have changed. I see that so much on Recovery TikTok. Never you, and that's why I'm here. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a compliment to me. How old is he? Has he been to treatment? Yeah. You're an addict and alcoholic too. Me too, Suzanne. Yeah, no judgments here, you guys. 31. Oh, yeah. Okay, Nadine. Then if he's 31 and he wants to get help, then he needs to get into treatment. Get into treatment or get on Suboxone or Methadone, so that way he can get sober, you know? That's what y'all should do. I mean, and that's the thing though, Nadine. He won't go through with it. Okay, well, here's the thing. That's the problem then. If he won't go through with it, there's nothing we can do. Now, as a family, I think there is a way that you can have him committed against his own will. I think it's called like a Baker Act or something like that. But I don't know how you do that. And also, if you do force them, like normally if you force somebody like that, they're not going to stay sober. They're just going to get out and leave. You know what I mean? I'm so sorry y'all are going through this. Chicken and rice. When you're that age, like, he has to just make the decision for himself. You know? Don't give him the rice. Why are you going to give him the rice?
Because Nate choked a little bit on the drink and he spit it in here.
Oh, okay.
I didn't put all of the stuff in there, and I got soy sauce.
I'm eating some of it.
No, you can have it.
I'm hungry.
That's why I made it. So we could eat it.
It is, Suzanne. It is to help it. It is harder to help an adult. Because they have to make that decision on their own, you know? I'm eating Chinese chicken and rice. Neil made it.
Yep.
He's a good man. I got me a good man here, y'all. I'm very lucky to have him.
That's right.
I know I'm lucky. I love you very much. My husband, he saved me, y'all, when I was in my active addiction. He found me over at my friend's house. I was homeless, living on her couch. And he took me under his wing.
We got worse together.
We got worse together, but then we got sober together.
Got better together.
Yeah. I wish we could have gotten sober right away, but we were really sick, you guys. Really? I'm so... Hey, the one who just said my son's father is in active addiction. What's your name, honey? If you don't mind me asking. I know it's just so sad to watch him go through it. Absolutely. It's hard when you just can't help them. Tessa, hey Tessa. I understand. Tessa, are you in recovery? He really is, you guys. Missy, you would love him. Oh, I got to tell you guys this. My friend Kyle is going to come to Arkansas in October. Kyle from Sober Dogs, and we're going to do a video together. I hope y'all like it. Yeah, we're here to support you, Tessa. This right here, the page you're on, we're about recovery over here. We're about support. We're about love, tolerance. It doesn't matter if you're sober or not. We're still going to support you. Okay? We don't judge people if they're struggling. We support them through it. Here, guys. You want to lick the bowl? Here, Pocky. Come on, Jetta. Here, baby. Baby, here you go. Okay. Because we've all been there before. Okay, we've all been there. Yeah, no negative, just supporting each other here. I mean, here's the thing, you guys. Like, I spent enough of my time in active addiction with negative BS. You know what I mean? There's no way I'm going to do it here on my channel in recovery. There's no way. You know? I know, I've had beast mode on my channel before, Suzanne. I interviewed him. Did you not know that? I interviewed him on my YouTube channel. Hey, hey. Now I want to have my... This is... you guys, I have an obsession. I love rice pudding. Don't make fun of me. I really like it. Oh, I guess I could go on his account. He could interview me. Tell him I said he can interview me if he wants to. Okay, where's my cinnamon? There it is. You guys like rice pudding too? Oh my gosh, I love it. I put cinnamon on it and it tastes so fucking good. Listen to me. Thank you to all of you guys that are here, that are supporting me and being a part of the live stream and staying focused on recovery. I really, really do appreciate you guys for being here. It means so much to me. Like, I take time out of my day to do these live streams because I truly, truly, truly want to help people. I truly want to make a difference, you know? And I work really hard to do this and to stay consistent. You know, there's some days where I don't feel like coming on and I don't feel like being Nicole, you know what I mean? And so there's, especially this last week, this week and last week, I just didn't want to show my face on the internet, you know, but I got to keep moving forward. There's people who need me. Really? I used to work at a Greek restaurant and we put cinnamon on ours. It's really helpful. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up, you guys, and being here. So, Tessa, let's focus on what you got going on. So, you have a significant other who's struggling with their addiction, right? Been there, done that. Are you all living together? If you don't mind me asking, it's okay if you don't want to answer. I went through the same thing, okay? So many people told me to leave him, to kick him out, to never talk to him again. He's homeless? Okay. And he does not want to get sober at all, right? Do you think that he doesn't want to get sober, or do you think that he's just so stuck in his addiction that he can't see a way out? Because here's the thing, okay? When my husband was struggling last year, and he was messed up, I asked him, do you even want to be sober? And he said no. That was him in active addiction. That was not my Neil. That was not the love of my life who will literally jump into a pit of fire to save me. That was not my husband. Jenna, go outside. Go potty. That was his addiction speaking to me. Okay? So, have you ever thought about maybe some of us could... Does he have a cell phone? Maybe if one of us reached out to him and asked him if we could get him help, maybe he would. Because being a homeless man, that's no way to live. Is it heroin? Because if it is, he freaks out that he's being watched. Okay. Is he on meth? Is that what this is? Methamphetamine? Because if it's methamphetamine, then that makes a whole other situation, man. Y'all, I cannot tell you guys enough. Methamphetamine, when people struggle with meth, it's no joke, dude. Oh, damn it, Tessa. Okay. Well, that's not the end all be all. That's not the end of the world. So here's the thing. We got to get him when he's not fucked up. When he's not in psychosis. When he's not high off his ass on meth. Hey, Nat. What's up, baby? If we can get him when he's not like that, then maybe we can talk some sense into him, you know, and help him out. Now, with meth, it's just like when I was using meth and I like wasn't doing anything else, like I didn't see anything wrong with what I was doing. At that time when I had really first got started on it, meth made me productive. Meth gave me energy. Meth kept me skinny. Like I felt nothing. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it, right? Well, there is though. And eventually, after being on methamphetamine for so long, it starts to turn against you, where you start hallucinating and you start thinking people are watching you and all that horrible shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I pray that he will be willing to get help, because that homeless man, that's no way to live. Where do you guys stay at? Kentucky or somewhere like that? How many of you guys were addicted to methamphetamine? Anybody in here? I was addicted to meth for almost 15 years. Missouri. Okay. Is Cece, are you still in here? Cece used to live there, I think. Yeah, meth is no joke, you guys. It's just like a totally different, like, it's just a totally different thing. It's like the person is just so fucking, it's like not a physical withdrawal. It's like more of mental withdrawal. And so it just makes the person so combative, right? And so angry and volatile and like a ticking time bomb. You know what I'm saying? Especially men. Like I was with like guys who would just lose their fucking whole, they would just freak the fuck out, you know, and blow up on me. And it was scary, man. It was scary. But there's still hope. Okay, look, I got sober, and there's a lot of people on here who've gotten sober from methamphetamine. So Tessa, you're here. You hang out with us. We'll keep praying for you, girl. Maybe, you know, he'll come around, and if he comes around and he wants help, you're in the right place. We got connections in Missouri. We'll help you find help for him, okay? that goes for anybody that's in here, you guys. Like, I'm here I will help you any way I can. I'm not going to turn my back on you. I'm not going to not support you. If you're struggling with addiction and you need support, all you have to do is reach out to me, and I will help you, okay? Like, no questions asked, all right? And I see all y'all in here in the chat. Rochelle, why don't you say anything, girl? Why are you being quiet? Let me see. Andrea, Brenda, Nash, Pepperoni, Madison, Alicia, Loey, Les, Tracy, Jojo, Wiz Talitha. I like that's Missy, another Nat, April, Tess, Allison, Blunts, Rochelle, Vegas, Shaylee, Ashley's apartment ghost, and Trey. What's up, Trey? Yeah, I will help you any way I can. Just give me a call. Also, if you're somebody who has like a kid or a loved one that you need somebody to talk to them, right? And you want me to reach out to him. Hey guys, hey, okay. I just was like, why doesn't she say anything? That's my friend. Rochelle will tell you, I will not turn my back on you no matter what. I will support you, and you can come here and hang out with us. I just want people to know that, like, I am here to support you. You know what I mean? I love that. How did you think of that, girl? Wiz Talitha? Or is it supposed to be? That's so hilarious. And I try to treat everyone the same way I would want to be treated. You know what I mean? And so if I was struggling, you guys, and I was fucking hitting rock bottom, like, I wouldn't want you guys to turn your back on me. You know? And so I really am serious. Like, that's what I'm here to do. Yeah, so anyway, if you guys want to talk about anything else, we can. If not, we can plan our live stream for tomorrow night. What do you guys, what have you guys been struggling with? Yeah, this is a safe space, you guys. Like, we don't deal with hate. We don't deal with bullshit. Like, if people come in here and they're wanting to talk about drama, we just block them. You know, this is what I do every single night. Contrary to popular belief, or, you know, contrary to what people might be saying, or how people are trying to make me be perceived, this is what we do every night. Every single night at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, I go live and we do our recovery support group chat. Talitha is my name, and I just put Wiz in front of it because it sounded like the rapper. Absolutely. That's hilarious. Hey, Talitha, what's up, girl? I missed at least step one of the list. Step one is thank him. Thank your higher power. I get Klonopin for my OCD, but it's hard not to take it extra during a panic attack. Hey, Ash, or Tasha. Okay, let's talk about that. That's a great subject to talk about. So you take Klonopin and you have anxiety disorder, and sometimes you want to overtake it or just take extra because here's the thing. If you're having panic attacks, what you should do, just so you guys know, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm just a regular drug addict in recovery, okay? But if I were you, what I would do is I would reach out to my provider and I would say, hey, like, I'm really having bad panic attacks, and when I do, I feel like I don't want to run out, and so I don't have any to take while I have that panic attack. So could you prescribe me like 3 or 4 extra pills every month, so that way if I do have a panic attack, I'll have that medication to be able to take. See if that helps. You know what I mean? I commented on one of your videos about not being able to message you. It tells me I can't because on this account, Talitha, if on this account, I'll have to probably, I'll follow you real fast so that way you can message me, okay? There you go. There you go. I followed you, honey. On my other account, I can't get messages right now because I'm banned on that account, okay? And also, I had to set my account to private for a couple days because of some bullshit. But now we're back on. Sometimes I have to do that, you guys. And it's only, the reason why I do that is because not just to protect myself. Come here, Paco.
New visitor.
Come here. Come here. I wanted to show y'all his outfit, but he won't come here. I got him a skeleton sweater for Halloween. I do that not to just protect myself, but because I want to protect you guys. I don't want people trolling here and commenting mean things to you or mean things to me. Like, this is supposed to be a place where we can have fun. You know what I mean? TikTok is supposed to be a fun place. It's not supposed to be a place where people are attacking and hurting each other. You know, and so I try my hardest to keep my platform, especially our live streams, like a safe place, conducive to your sobriety. You know, if I'm not talking about sobriety, I'm talking about something that's going on in my life, you know, and sharing my whole life with you guys. And I'm totally transparent about everything in my life. And sometimes sometimes I am so honest that I'm too honest, and I am transparent to a fault, you know, but it's only because I'm trying to share my story to help people. I'm trying to help make a change. I want to encourage people. I want people to know they're not alone. Well, Nicole, why do you want to help people so bad? Like, why do you care? Okay, like, I'm going to tell you, okay? So, ever since I was a little girl, I've always been a giver. I've always been somebody who, like, I always had a friend, my best friend, and I was always, like, treating my best friend like she, you know, like I put her up on a pedestal. I was always helping people. Like, when I saw a kid that dropped their books or somebody was bullying them, I would always step in front of that other person and stick up for that underdog. I was always there to help, you know? I was always there to help anyone, no matter what they were. Black, white, Asian, Mexican, no matter the race, no matter the gender, no matter the sexual orientation, anything. I've always been there to be helpful, okay? And so when I was a little girl, a lot of the times I got taken advantage of. A lot of the times people took advantage of how kind I am, and took it as a weakness. Okay? As a weakness. I have tried to help people here on the internet who have done the same thing and taken it as a weakness, you know? So when I got older and I started using drugs, that part of me left, and I became selfish. I became angry. I became resentful. I became manipulative. I became a shell of the person that I was. I went from being this kind, loving person who wanted to help other people and be of service to other people at a young age as a little girl, to being a person who didn't want to fuck with nobody. My addiction made me not social, right? So when I got sober in 2015, I was so inspired by people who would share their stories. I would hear them share their stories, and I would think, holy shit, if they can get sober, then that means I can get sober. Hold on, I want to have some, I was just thinking about this. Where's my shit? I want to have some crackers with this Braunschweiger. So I would think, man, if they can do it, I can do it too. You know what I mean? And that inspired me a lot. And I watched a lot of intervention. I watched a lot of Alcoholics Anonymous stories on YouTube. And I just really enjoyed seeing other people help other people, right? Well, once I got sober, I was working with my sponsor, and I hit 1 year sober on July 13th, 2016. And I called my sponsor, and we went out to eat and had a good time and all this, that, and the third. And that's when I asked her, I said, yo, Spons, can I tell my story? Like, I want to tell my story like be a speaker, you know? And she was like, of course you can. Why don't we call the treatment center that you graduated from and ask them if you can be a speaker for them, right? And so I called the treatment center, and they were like, yes, we would love for you to come share your story. And I was fucking excited, you know? I was like, oh, hell yeah. I had never told my story, though, before, so I was fucking nervous, man. And so I go and I tell my story, and it took me like an hour to tell my story. I did pretty good. And while I was telling my story, I was bawling my eyes out. I was bawling my eyes out. And then I looked up, and everybody else was crying too. 60-year-old grown man, 30-year-old grown woman, 18-year-old kid. Everybody in the room was crying. We were all crying together. And then after I got up from sharing my story, they all came around me and hugged me. And I was sobbing my eyes out. And I was just thinking, this is the best feeling in the whole wide world. To be able to be here with people and help them and inspire them to want to change. So, from that day forward, I was like, I want to help people. I want to share my story. I want to inspire other people, right? But I was like scared because I didn't think I could do it. I didn't have a lot of confidence in myself, but I was going to try. And so I started my Facebook page, and I started sharing my story on Facebook. And one thing about my story is I'm on Suboxone. I'm on 1 milligram of Suboxone, and I'm very honest about that. Well, when I shared that with the recovery community on Facebook, they all judged me. They all told me I wasn't sober. They told me I didn't deserve to be able to tell my story. It was horrible. And so I was so hurt. I felt like I had been kicked out of the recovery community on Facebook. And I got really discouraged, and I left Facebook. I left Facebook, deleted my account, and I went, hey Delilah, what's up, girl? Thank you. I deleted my Facebook. I can't take this.
New visitor.
I can't take it. I only have a year sober. I can't take this judgment, right? Wrong. Wrong.
New visitor.
I said, you know what? I'm starting my motherfucking YouTube channel. So I went onto YouTube, and I started talking to anybody that would listen. Well, after I talked enough, there started to be people there that were listening. And the next thing I know, I was getting asked to go on other people's channels. And then I got asked to be on a huge channel called Lockdown 2301 to tell my story. He had 500,000 subscribers. This was my big break. So I went on, and I shared about being on Suboxone. Then my friend reached out to me and said, hey, we're going on the Tamron Hall show. And I was like, what? Bitch, we're going on the Tamron Hall show. I was like, okay. And so I went on the Tamron Hall show and talked about addiction. After that, I was like, man, this is it. This is what I want to do. So I kept on pumping out content on YouTube. Anybody that would reach out to me and wanted help, I would help them. I would give them my phone number. I would reach out to them through email, whatever I could. Okay? Like genuinely connecting with people that needed help. I wasn't just saying I was going to. I wasn't just making videos. I was genuinely helping people. Well, then in 2018, there was this doctor that kept commenting on my page, and I was like, who is this guy? It said Dr. B, Addiction Recovery. So I went over to check out his channel. And I realized he's an addiction specialist, and he also is a Suboxone doctor. So I started watching his shit. I was like, damn, I really like him. So I asked him to come tell his story on my channel. Why he got into addiction medicine, what inspired him, all that. And we became friends. And that, my friends, is when he said, next year I might have a job for you. And I was like, what? Next year I might have a position for you. And I didn't hold my breath. I was like, okay. And I continued making videos with him and stuff like that. And a year went by, and they hired me. And the rest is history, baby. My channel hit 5,000 subscribers at the beginning of the year. Then, or about, yeah, the beginning of last year. Then in October, I decided to come over here to TikTok. I've been here ever since. But getting my job working with Dr. B allowed me to help even more people, because I answer the phones for him. And anybody that's calling looking for help, I get to talk to him. So that inspired me even more, because now I get to talk to people who are actually going to come to see us, and they go to our treatment, or they get on Suboxone. And that rest is history, man. Like, it's been such an amazing experience. But that's why. That's why I love helping people, you guys, because it just was so inspiring to me. That first time I told my story, we were all crying together. I'm talking like, there was like 15 people in rehab at that time. And they were all gathered around me, and we were all crying. And I was just like, man, I would do anything to help anybody. I would give you the shirt off my back. There's a girl that is literally coming for my throat and has been for over a year. She text messaged me today. Even after everything she's done to me, I still offered to help her with her channel. I said, I'll make a content strategy for you, and I'll help you get your channel back on track. Even after all of the things she's done to me. Because I'm just trying to be of service. I'm just trying to help people. I know that if I am negative, if I'm in my head and I'm treating others unkind, all that does is hurt me. When I'm being hateful to another woman or man, all that does is hurt me. So I don't want it to be like that. Even after all that bullshit, I still offer to be of service. Because that's what recovery is about. So, that's why I do these videos. That's why I stay on live. That's why I offer my phone number to help people. That's why I do it. Do I get paid to put people in treatment? Absolutely not. It's illegal to get paid to put people in treatment. But I am actually, I guess what you could call me is like a personal assistant. I answer the phones. I handle Dr. B's emails. I handle his YouTube channel. All that kind of stuff. And I answer his phone line for him. That's it. I don't get paid to put people in rehab. Let me think. Well, if I did, I mean, and I did a job, like my job was like outreach or something, I would be proud to be doing it, because I would be helping people, you know? And so, yeah, you can do this too, is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Really? Missy says, my mom reached out to me through my hubby and apologized and said she loved me. I'm proud. I'm happy. So Missy, you guys, her and her mom, toxic relationship, right? Her mom it's just been really not good for her in her sobriety. And we blocked her the other day. We decided to block her mom. So that's big. That's awesome that she is taking accountability. Now let's see if she keeps on being kind, because sometimes that can be just an excuse to get back in contact with you. You know what I mean? The thing about it is, guys, we're sober now. We don't have to put up with people's behaviors, unacceptable behaviors. We don't have to let people keep being around us who treat us bad. Okay? That's why I'm so serious about just blocking people. Because my energy, good vibes. I only want people around me who are putting off good vibes. You know what I mean? Okay, y'all, I'm stuffing my face. I'm sorry. That's it. All I had today was a bagel. So, you guys have to start protecting your space. Don't allow people in your space who are negative, who are disingenuous, who are hateful, who are mean. Okay? Don't allow those people in your circle. I don't want that. And also, I'm going to tell y'all something. If you guys spend 24/7 online consuming negative drama content, then that's going to affect you also. Don't consume yourself with that bullshit. If you see people treating other people, what you need to ask yourself is this. If I was the person that they're talking about, how would that make me feel? If this video was made about me, how would it make me feel? Okay? So think about that. When you're scrolling through TikTok and you see videos making fun of people, talking shit about people, think about if you were on the other end, if you were on the receiving end of that content. If you truly put yourself in other people's position and take a walk in their shoes. Oh, okay. I was about to shut the door. Then you, hey Clean and Serene, what's up, baby? If you put yourself in other people's shoes and actually take a walk in their shoes, then you won't do it. You won't continue taking that content in. Anytime I see a video that's being mean to somebody, that's bashing somebody, that's talking shit about somebody, I always ask myself, yeah, baby. Huh? I know, I saw it. Awesome. I always ask myself, how would that make me feel? You know, if I was on the receiving end, okay? That's exactly how I think. Yep, exactly, Queenie. Exactly. Anybody you see, think about it, you guys. Anybody, not even her. Think about anyone you see who's constantly bashing another creator, okay? Think about it, man. It's not a good feeling to have people constantly talking shit about you and making content about you. You know what I mean? It's hurtful, and it's not conducive. It's not recovery, you know? And so that's why I just focus on me and staying sober. That's all that matters. If you'll do it to her, you'll do it to me. You'll do it to anybody else. And I don't want that. I don't want people in my life who do that. You know? And that's why I just block people. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if that person was a bank robber. Okay? She robbed banks in her active addiction. I would still be there to support her, so that way when she was ready to get better, she would have somebody to be there to support her. So anybody who thinks that's wrong, block me. I don't want you here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you in my life. I don't want you to be a part of Real Talk Recovery. I don't care to even have any interaction with you, honestly. That goes for people who thinks it's okay to make videos about other people, talking about their family members' struggles and relapse. That's not cool. Since when did us people in recovery make fun of other people for struggling with their addiction? Since when did that become okay to do? You know? This is, I'll tell you what it is. Retinol clearing oil. So I guess it helps with acne too, you know? So that's what we all need to do, is close our eyes and imagine, oh, it's by Dermalogica. That was expensive. It was $80, but I got it on sale for $40 because it was half off, just so you know. Like, and I haven't used it, I've only used it for a couple, like maybe a month or two, so I don't know if I recommend it. Now, you want me to tell you what I do recommend, sister? The Ordinary Peeling Solution. This right here, okay? The Ordinary AHA BHA Peeling Solution. It looks like blood when you put it on, but baby, it is amazing, and it'll make your skin feel like a baby's bottom. You heard? Oh yeah, Mad Hippie's really good. I like their stuff too. I have a vitamin C serum that they have. But the Ordinary is nice and affordable, Miss Queenie thing. And the thing about it is, you guys, I also have created like a crew over here of people who are loyal. They don't put up with no bullshit. They're not two-faced. They're kind to all people, no matter what position that person's in. That's the kind of people I want on the Real Talk Recovery squad, you know? I want people who are kind and loving towards all. So, I think we have talked enough today. I'm going to get my makeup all organized tomorrow because I'm going to be giving some of it away. What's up, Cass? What are you doing, girl? I'm going to be getting rid of some of the stuff I'm not using, and you know, probably giving it away to you guys is what I'm going to do. We're going to pray for you, girl. You're going to be okay. You too, Cassie. I love you, girl. If y'all don't follow Cassie already, which I'm sure you do, she's in recovery too, and she's an MAT advocate too, you guys. So she's cool like me. She believes in multiple pathways to recovery. So, see, this is the kind of people we keep in our crew, okay? Oh, okay. Well, we love you. Go get some rest. I'm about to go to bed too, girl. I'm putting me some eye things on. I'm about to go lay down. The crew that we have here is people who are supportive of all pathways to recovery, okay? Who are positive and uplifting on their content. They don't spend time bashing other people or making response videos. I want y'all to think about this. Think about your most famous TikToker. I'm talking about, they got like maybe 10 million followers, right? Do you see those people, those most famous TikTokers? Do you see them making hate videos and responding back to people's negative comments ever? No. No. It means I love you. 143, I love you too. No. That's because, you know why? Because they're too focused on grinding. They're too focused on moving up. See, when you're grinding and you're focused on moving up and you're focused on winning, you ain't worried about what's going on below you. You're worried about what's going on above you because you're trying to go up. So, if you're trying to jump on this train to go to recovery, stay on the upswing, then stay here with us. That's what we're doing. Staying on the upswing. Focused on love and light. So I'm learning too, you guys. Just so you know, this is all new to me too. I'm learning all this as I go, and I'm sharing it with you guys. because I've got to get focused and stop letting little things, because as my account grows and as my following grows, I am going to have more people that disagree with me. I'm going to have more people that don't want to be a part of this that I got going on, and I'm going to have more people that don't like me. And you know what? That's okay. You don't have to like me. You have the freedom to not like me. And so if that's the case, then, you know, the only thing about it is I don't understand why some people, when they don't like somebody, I don't understand why they don't just like scroll or block them, you know? But anyways, that's a whole nother situation. I'm about to go lay down. I love you all very much. This was a good live stream. Thank you to my moderators for helping me keep the chat clean and respectful and kind and non-judgmental. You know, we will return tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Will you guys do me a solid? Will you guys go watch the videos I posted today, because I know y'all didn't see them, and send me some ideas of what y'all want to talk about tomorrow night. Send me, DM me, or comment on the videos what you guys want to talk about tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is Friday? Is tomorrow Friday? Neil? Tomorrow's Friday, y'all. So, we got to think of something fun to do tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, I know what we're going to do. I got some masks that I got from Walmart yesterday. Some face care masks, okay? So tomorrow night, we're going to do face care and recovery, okay? We're going to do my, you know, face care. We're going to do masks, and we're going to talk about recovery, and we'll talk about staying sober on the holidays. Since we got Halloween coming up, I know that can be a trigger to some people, right? Because Halloween is a party holiday, you know? So y'all go get y'all some masks. They're only like $1 or $2 at Walmart. Get y'all some masks for tomorrow night. Mud mask, eye mask, the hydrating mask you can put on your face. Get y'all's masks for tomorrow night. And we're going to talk about staying sober during Halloween. We're going to be masking and talking about recovery, okay? All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow night at 7:30. This was great. Thank you for everybody that modded and helped me out, helped me stay on the positive upswing, and helped me not get distracted. Okay. All right. Good night, you guys. That was